If you took regular grit and crushed it down, refined it even further until you got its pure, concentrated form, it still wouldn't be as gritty as Metal Gear Solid. Throughout the last 20 years, Metal Gear Solid has been building a deep lore and a story arc that was recently finally completed with Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain. In a strict departure from the previous linear stories in which Snake moves from mission to mission uncovering the story and completing goals, Metal Gear Solid 5 has you complete main missions and side missions in two open-world environments, Central Africa and Afghanistan, travelling around in a helicopter to get between them. It also features staff micromanagement, base building and weapons development, and with its online features it can have you defend your base from probably other evil Metal Gear Solid players who just want to mess up your sweet-ass fort for points. And for the most part, the game is good. I'm not here to ruin the story, all I'm telling you is that I was satisfied with it. The problems I did have with the game were as follows. The previous installments of Metal Gear Solid felt like blockbuster movies where I was the main character going around saving the day and being cool as hell. But the problem with the open world is between missions where I'm saving the day and being cool as hell, I also have to spend 30 minutes getting to the scene, hopping on a helicopter, having a shower at Mother Base, setting up my equipment, getting quiet into the right location, telling D-Walker to heal or disassemble itself, and organising my 50 plus members of staff to stop hiding rough diamonds around Mother Base and start researching a device that makes my beard turn invisible. It felt like all of these things broke up the flow. If I was going from gritty stealth section to gritty stealth section with an epic cutscene interluding the two, then I'd be more engaged in what was going on. Don't get me wrong, annoying the people I fought and extracted back to Mother Base by swan diving into them at maximum sprint is great, but it just feels unnecessary. I know the purpose of this story is that I'm in charge now, but I'm not too fond of the responsibility of command. I prefer the responsibility of deciding whether all my enemies die by my hand, or wake up many hours later completely ashamed by my hand. Don't put harder versions of missions we've already done in the main missions list and have the audacity to tell us that we either need to do them or do twice as many side quests to unlock the next story mission. I'm looking at you, Chapter 2, aka mostly filler material. 19 missions and less than half of them progress the story. It doesn't help that by the latter half of the game, the line between side mission and main mission starts to blur, and the only way I can tell is one has a cutscene and the other one doesn't. Dragging the game out this way is shameful. If people want to try missions they've already done, they'll go back and play them themselves. If you want them to play them in total stealth or with no equipment or wearing nothing but a pair of lederhosen, then make it an option when they choose the menu the second time round. Don't force players to have to replay stuff they've already done. The final mission with Quiet is bullshit. If you've played it, you know what I'm talking about. How come they can get a supply drop to you in 15 seconds or less, but it takes about 12 hours of game world time for them to muster a rescue chopper where you spend your time twiddling your thumbs as they're repeatedly blown off your body? Well, in all my rage over those few things, I failed to notice that the game is otherwise good. It's not the best Metal Gear Solid game, and I rate it above Metal Gear Solid 2, but below almost everything else in the main series. Sure, a lot of the missions feel repetitive copy-pastes of each other, and you can pretty much get any task done by getting quiet to cause a distraction, by shooting enemies whilst you slip in unnoticed and do whatever deed you need to do, and be back in time for jammy dodgers. But the game itself was good. Tedious by the end, but the end was worth the substantial wait. I rate this game mostly good.